What is up, everybody? Today we're going to be going over the 4 heist specific favors for Road Rage. As you may know, Road Rage is purely a loud map. You cannot play it stealth whatsoever, so of course the 4 favors will reflect that. We've covered No Rest for the Wicked, and for that we had 2 stealth favors and 2 that were for loud. But for this map, Road Rage, all 4 of them are going to be purely for loud. So we're going to go and check these out and see which one of these are actually useful and which ones aren't. Now, once again, if you do not know what these are, heist specific favors are map specific favors, you know, as it's in the name. These are favors that basically alters the map in a small way that can help you pretty much make your run a little bit easier. It makes it a little bit different. There are a couple of them that are quite useless. There are a couple of them that are very game changing. And today we're going to be covering the 4 for Road Rage. Now, for you to get these high specific favors, once again, I will mention that these are done by random luck. Once you successfully beat a specific heist, you have a small percentage chance to get a heist specific favor for that map or other maps. It can, as far as I understand, it can be for multiple different maps. If you play, let's say, Road Rage and you beat it successfully plenty of times, it does not mean you will only be getting heist favors for Road Rage. You'll be getting it for multiple different maps. Now, some of these favors, even after hundreds of playthroughs and hundreds of farms that I've done in Rock the Cradle and other maps, I was not quite able to get every single favor. So what I went and did was utilized a mod to be able to get all of the favors for the maps for the ones that I was missing out, which were a couple of them. Now, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get to the Road Rage favors. Starting out, we have here Road Rage Stronger Signal. What this favor does is it increases the radius of the signal transmitter on the transport. And as you can see here in the gameplay, that actually increases its radius by a massive amount. I estimated that this signal kind of enhances it by about twice its size. As you can see here, it is incredibly large. It pretty much covers the entire 2 lanes of the bridge, and this was just plenty useful. As you can see here, for this game I am playing online, and basically all 4 of my teammates are always inside of the circle due to how large it is, even though some of them are actually quite far from the truck. Now, what this did is it actually made the truck go by quite a lot faster, and we got to the end point of the map super quick. As you are seeing here in the background, the truck is moving at a really high speed. So this favor was extremely strong, and I can see this totally being very useful as well for those of you that are looking to do solo overkill, because with this large signal you can pretty much take cover constantly rather than just having to hug the truck the entire way through the map. This is insane. I mean, just look at it. I'm all the way on the edge of the map and I'm still inside the circle. This is a very powerful favor, one that 100% benefits the team in a very strong way. But you will see here very soon that this map actually has even better favors than this. But this is one of the best favors I've come across so far. So far we've covered the 4 No Rest for the Wicked favors, and now we've covered this one. And out of these 5, I believe this is the strongest favor up until now. Now let's go on and move on to the second favor here. For the second favor, we've got Road Rage Additional Explosives, which reads, paid workers will leave more environmental explosives for you to use. And the favor works just as it sounds. Basically, scattered around the map, there will be plenty of propane gas tanks for you to shoot and blow up. And I must say, this looks like one of the worst, if not the worst, favor I've used so far. I mean, personally, I never actually utilize environmental hazards to my advantage. I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing, but I try to avoid these, as oftentimes with the explosions I'll end up doing damage to myself, my teammates, or civilians that I do not intend on killing. But yeah, basically the intention of this favor is it seems like it puts a propane tank in many places, as you can see here on top of the pallets, on top of random tables and other stuff. You know, it's just scattered around. I mean, I even accidentally shoot here a propane tank while I'm in a gunfight with the cops, and it's just scattered everywhere. You actually end up accidentally shooting quite a few of them. And yeah, you can utilize them to your advantage, but I feel like this favor has a massive downside, which, like I said, is harming the civilians accidentally, or even harming yourself. Personally, I am not a fan of this favor whatsoever. I mean, I would probably use it if I have it equipped just to utilize something, but you're still much better off by utilizing something like an armor bag or even a health bag. But yeah, this is it for this favor. Let's go ahead and check out the next one. Now, this upcoming one is the strongest heist specific favor I have come across so far. Before this one, as I just mentioned a few minutes ago, Stronger Signal was the strongest one I had ever encountered, but this one takes the cake. With this one, once you open up the truck, all of the lock boxes will be already open. All you have to do is just press them once, but you don't have to lock pick any of them. I will probably be using this for my solo loud overkill on this map, as this is an incredible time saver. In a group queue, it probably won't make that large of a difference. If you're talking about online play, the Stronger Signal is a better heist specific favor than this one, but for solo players, I believe that this would be the strongest favor you could utilize for this map, as this will save you a lot of time and taking a lot of damage. Because oftentimes, if you've played this map solo, especially if you've attempted this map on solo overkill, you'll know that once you get into this truck, that's when you take a massive amount of damage, because your teammates just don't cover you at all. Smoke grenades don't work as they should, so they don't end up protecting you. So it's quite a dangerous place for you to be at once you're entering that truck, and you have to lockpick lockbox by lockbox. So this pretty much cuts that out entirely and saves that part of the map. And yeah, I believe I will be utilizing this and uploading a solo loud overkill on this map utilizing this favor. I was quite blown away. It is a very strong one for solo players, but again, if you're an online player, Stronger Signal is the way to go, as that is the best team favor for this map so far. But before we close that off, let's go ahead and check out the last high specific favor for this map. The last favor, many of you may have already come across this one. It is the garbage chute one. Essentially what this favor does is, towards the end of the map, once you've taken the truck to the end point, you've opened it up, you've opened the loot boxes, the lock boxes I mean, and you've looted all the bags, you are given a garbage chute where you can dump your bags in. Now this is quite a powerful one as well for both team play and solo play, as this completely cuts out the phase of the map where you have to call out the shot chopper and wait for him to get there and then dump all of the bags onto the chopper. You can instead just go ahead and throw them into the garbage chute, and that will pretty much finish the map just then and there. I've attempted using this when I played solo, when I was going for solo loud overkill, but it didn't feel like it was enough, because once again, when I was going for the loot boxes, lock boxes, I keep saying loot box, when I was going for the lock boxes, that's when I would just get massively destroyed, as I would not have any proper cover. But yeah, you can't deny that this is one of the strongest favors for this map. Overall, for the 4 high specific favors for this map, they are all pretty good, with the exception of the explosive barrels, or the extra explosives. That one is by far the worst favor I've come across so far, but the other 3 on the other hand are completely game changing for this map and make a hell of a lot of difference. Whereas most map favors make just a small difference to the gameplay, these ones are all major to the gameplay, and they play a massive role in assisting you beating this map. So yeah, pretty much all of these very, very strong. And yeah, so before I close off this video, once again, I will mention I will be covering every single high specific favor, and I will be ranking them in another video once I cover them all in a tier list. so that we can see which ones are best and which ones aren't that good. So stay tuned for that. And that is all. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.